my fellow duelists, Spaceman Jew here, back at you with another video. Today I'm going to be showing you Decklist, test hand, and as well as some duels for the Amazement archetype. Now the Amazement archetype revolves around controlling your opponent's board by equipping and unequipping your attraction trap cards on and off of their monsters and as well to your monsters. That's pretty much it. It's a straightforward game plan, but they do require a bit of thought and strategy. They're not very just simple and easy because your resources will eventually run out, and you have to be smart with how you equip and unequip your attraction trap cards onto their monsters and as well as your monsters. So you have to be very, very thoughtful and read your opponent's future moves. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. Okay guys, so here's the deck list. I'm not going to go over every card, just some of your key cards. Now I am running a very small Kashtira and Punk engine, very small. And the reason why I'm running it is because Kashtira, they have a spell card, Kashtira Birth, that allows you to normal summon level 7 monsters without tributing. So our Amazement Administrator Arlekino and our Amazement Abomination Arlekino are both level 7s. So your Administrator Arlekino is your ring. This is your ring master. This is your boss monster. But this card, if your opponent normal or special summons a monster, you can equip an attraction trap card directly from your deck onto that monster. Abomination Arlekino basically is a way for you to get your Administrator Arlekino out faster if you don't have that in hand, because on a quick effect you could target one monster on the field, make that attack 0, then you can special summon one Amazement Administrator Arlekino from your deck, which is a really cool effect. Then on that you can special summon Abomination from your hand if you control an Amazement monster. So this is really good. Next you have your Searcher and an Amazing Time Ticket. And then we have a few of the attraction trap cards. We have Horror House, which is probably going to be your main one. We have Cyclo-Coaster, which is it searches for one of your Amazement monsters. Most likely it's going to be your Administrator Arlekino. And then to help us going second, we do have Board Breakers and Evenly Matched, Kaiju, and as well as our Infinite Impermanence. Now, because this is a back row heavy deck, you're going to need something to basically protect your back row. So what we have our Lord of Heavenly Prisons, and then we also have our Baron de Fleur, which we can make with our level 3 tuner Punk Madame Spider. So this is really good. And how we would, if we don't have our Madame in hand, we have emergency teleport, so that way we can special summon our Madame Spider, so that we can go into the synchro summon if we have a Kashtira card on the field. Right, so this is you have to be very tactful when it comes to using your attraction trap cards. You're going to run out of resources, so you have to be very tactful on how you use your cards, because once they're gone, it's kind of hard for you to get those cards out of the graveyard unless you use Amaze Attraction Thrill Train. Outside of that, you have Assistant Delia, but just really think about how you're going to use your trap cards. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into these test hands. Okay, so here we're going first, and we have a pretty decent hand. We have our Kashtira Unicorn, we have our Amazing Time Ticket, we have our Amazement Assistant Delia, and we have Maxx for when we turn over to turn 2 for our opponent's turn. So first thing first, we're going to special summon our Kashtira Unicorn, and then we're going to immediately search for our Kashtira Birth. Okay, activate Kashtira Birth. Then we're going to search for activate Amazing Time Ticket, and the card that we're going to search for. Now we could search for our Abomination Arlekino, because we can normal summon our Amazement Administrator Arlekino that we already have in our hand. right? Which would be kind of really, which will give you even more disruption because you have Kashtira Unicorn on field. But yeah, let's just get our Abomination Arlekino. We're going to normal summon our Amazement Administrator, Arlekino. And because we control an Amazement monster, we can special summon our Abomination Arlekino. And then we're going to add our Amazement Family Faces, which allows us to take control of an opponent's monster if it is equipped with an attraction trap card. So what we do is, because we don't have any attraction traps on the field, we just set this, and then we would end turn. Now, as you can see, the board this is a pretty decent board. We have disruption all the way around. We have our boss monster and Administrator Arlekino. We have our attack debuff and Abomination Arlekino. We have Kashtira Unicorn, which banished cards, and as well as Kashtira Birth, which banished cards from the graveyard. And we have Amazement Family Faces. And then going second, when our opponent normals or special summons a monster, we have Amazement Administrator Arlekino to equip an attraction trap card directly from the deck onto our opponent's monster. So now I'm going to show you a going second hand. Okay, so going second, right? This is a okay hand. I personally would have liked for something better, but first things first that we're going to do is we're going to special summon our Kashtira Unicorn, of course. And we're going to search for our Kashtira Birth. Okay. We're going to activate our emergency teleport. And we're going to special summon our Punk Madame. We're going to activate Madame's effect, which is going to search for a Punk Trap card, which is going to be our Danger. I think it's Danger Gabu, right? And this serves as a negate. Then we're going to activate Kashtira Birth. We're going to normal summon our Fenrir. We activate Fenrir's effect to pull another Kashtira Unicorn. Then we are going to special summon our Baron de Fleur. This way our back rope will be protected. We're going to set our 2 cards. We're going to activate the effect of Kashtira Birth because we have a Kashtira monster in the graveyard. Special summon our Fenrir. And then we activate our Lord of Heavenly Prisons. Now here, as you can see, crazy disruption across the board. We have Baron de Fleur, which is our main disruption. This is going to protect our back row from Lightning Storm, Harpy's Feather Duster, a Cyclone, what have you. Then Kashtira Unicorn and Fenrir, both banished cards. If Fenrir or Unicorn attacks or a monster activates an effect, they will banish cards respectively. Kashtira Birth, which will banish cards from the graveyard, and then we have our negate and Punk Danger Gabu, and as well we have another disruption in the form of an attack buff or debuff and Amazement Majestic Merry-Go-Round. So crazy disruption all aboard. This is a very good, strong, decent board. And not only that, we also have Lord of the Heavenly Prisons to further give our back row protection. And when we activate one of our traps, we get to special summon our Lord of the Heavenly Prisons, which will serve as a big wall. 3,000 defense is going to be tough for your opponent to get over. So now I'm going to show you another hand. So here we're going first, and this is a pretty okay hand. Once again, we have our Kashtira Unicorn, we have our Trap Searcher and Amazement Attendant Comica, then we have Amazement Delia, and we have another Searcher and Amazing Time Ticket. So first thing first, we're going to activate our Kashtira Unicorn. We're going to activate effect, search for our Kashtira Birth. Then we're going to search for our search with our Amazing Time Ticket. We're going to get our Amazement Abomination Arlekino. We're going to normal summon Attendant Comica. And we're going to choose Horror House because this is our negate. Then we're going to special summon Abomination Arlekino because we control an Amazement monster. We're going to search for Amazement family faces. We're going to activate Kashtira Birth. We're going to set our family faces, and we will pass our turn. And we can set our amazing time ticker so that way we can set in an attraction trap card and we can activate it the turn that is set. So on our opponent's turn, we set an attraction trap card, it can be activated on that turn. So as you can see, this board builds up very, very quickly, very fast. You have multiple disruptions and different negates and things like that. Now, if you want, we can go into our extra deck. We do have some pretty okay extra deck monsters. We have Kashtira Shangri-La, Infinity Track Mountain. We have Big Eye, Baron the Floor, Clearing Synchro, Sorso, Ching Ying, Abyss Dweller. So we have some extra deck monsters that we can go into should we need to. So that is it for the test hand, guys. Now let's get on to the duels. Alright guys, as you can see, playing Amazement with Kashtira makes it very, very potent and strong. The Amazement archetype already has a kind of condition where you obviously equip your attraction trap cards on and off your monsters and your opponent's monsters to give you differing buffs and debuffs based on if you equip the trap card to yourself or your opponent. And then the Kashtira engine, as well as the small little punk engine, gives Amazement something else to do. We have banishing with the Kashtira, and then with the punk engine, we are able to make some small little synchro plays like clearing synchro and bearing the floor, which helps protect our back row and get rid of any other troublesome monsters. And as well, we have other ways to protect our back row, such as Lord of the Heavenly Prisons, which also gives a big body 3000 attack beat stick and defensive wall to summon onto our board to help just maybe get us to the next turn, so that way you can make another play, get back into the game. So that's the end of the video. Comment, like, and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoy, and stay tuned for further videos.